We are That 70s Channel, and welcome to another edition of the Radio Chewy Experience. I am your host, Chewy. I'm prepared to move forward. I'm here live, and I'm not a cat. With the biggest hits of the 70s and more, That 70s Channel. How would you like to get your hands on some really cool radio swag, but you don't want to spend a lot of money for it? Well, we've got you covered. All weekend, you could get 15% off of everything at the Emporium. Hoodies, mugs, T-shirts, and so much more. It's the Emporium, and you can find it worldwide at that70schannel.com. It is your number one place for fun, That 70s Channel. This song came at a crossroad in the boss's career. His first two albums sold poorly, and if he didn't produce a hit this time around, Columbia was actually prepared to drop him. Here's Born to Run. Boz Skaggs and your buddy Chewy doing the Lido Shuffle during a Super 70s weekend right here on That 70s Channel. An 8-track flashback is on the way, and in the news, Amsterdam police saw what they thought was a body in a park. Police officers went to go investigate, but instead of uncovering a cold-blooded murder, they discovered that the victim was, in fact, a snowman. The snowman looked like a person just sprawled out on their back with a carrot as their nose. Police have not found the snowman's creators, presumably as the trail and the case have both gone cold.
Progressive presents.
With the music that just picks you up and makes you feel so good, That 70s Channel. Because of its apparent Christian overtones, John hated this song. He snarked before recording, and now we'd like to do Hark the Angels Come. Do you think they were having any issues? Well, looky here, it is That 70s Channel. Written for the rock opera Hair, where it became an anthem for those long-haired hippie types, it garnered a Grammy for Record of the Year. Here are the Fifth Dimension with Aquarius. Let the sun shine in on That 70s Channel. It is your number one place for fun during a Super 70s weekend on That 70s Channel. Let's go ahead and take a look at the big old map to see who's listening, shall we? We got Shannon in Coos Bay, Oregon, Gwendolyn in Sacramento, California, and Scott in Honolulu, Hawaii. Aloha and mahalo for listening and making us a part of your Super 70s weekend. Mail call! It's time for the Brothers Johnson and that Strawberry Letter 23. From the Academy Award-winning motion picture, The Poseidon Adventure, Maureen McGovern with The Morning After on That 70s Channel. Your buddy Chewy during a Super 70s weekend. Got Toto on the way, but now it's time for Mike's dad joke. My friend Mike, he spams me with these things all the time, and you get to share in my pain. A weasel walks into a bar and sits down. The bartender says, "Hey, wow, cool. I've never served a weasel before. So, what can I get you?" "Pop," goes the weasel. Didn't say these things were good. Please don't at me. I'm just bobbing my head to the music. It is your number one place for fun, That 70s Channel. I was just checking out the Eagles' official webpage, and it looks like they're going to be performing at Wembley August 28th and 29th in London. Man, sure hope so. Still, hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Let's take it to the limit on That 70s Channel. As always, playing the biggest hits of the 70s and more, it is I, your humble, lovable shoeshine boy, Chewy, on That 70s Channel. Norman Whitfield, a gentleman who wrote many of those Motown classics that you know and love, was commissioned to write songs for the soundtrack for the movie that this song is named. He was having a meal of Kentucky Fried Chicken while watching a basketball game one evening when inspiration struck. And that inspiration led to this double album being certified gold. Also snagging a Grammy for Best Album of Original Score written for a motion picture or television special. Oh, and he also got a Golden Globe nomination as well. So let's roll up those windows, put it in neutral, and release that parking brake, because we're about to go through the car wash with Rolls Royce on That 70s Channel. It is your number one place for fun, especially during a Super 70s weekend right here on That 70s Channel. Here's a song that has a joyful look back at the roller disco decade in which, after Nixon, Vietnam, and the recession, better days seem to be ahead. So how much longer do we have to wait? Andy Gibb, along with the biggest hits of the 70s and more on That 70s Channel. It's kind of like getting a more musical hug from your favorite radio station, don't you think? I got an 8-track flashback on the way. When I was prepping for this show, I came across this article. I have to share it with you. According to a study published in the journal Frontiers in Psychology, pigs are highly intelligent creatures that are skilled gamers as well. These pigs were trained at rudimentary joystick-operated video game tasks. They learned how to manipulate a joystick with their snouts to move a computer cursor across a screen. You know what? I don't need this in my life. I'm not very good at video games to begin with. It's bad enough that I get sass from a rude 12-year-old when I'm online, but I draw the line at getting smack-talked from a pig. You shut up. Do you kiss your mom with that mouth? Don't bite me, Porky.